Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, as you can see, I'm shooting this video at a place known as Treasury Square. This is Mombasa County, and I'm not in the studio, but this is where I choose to give you an analysis of the day. Now, yesterday we were treated to some parliament drama, or to some drama in parliament by ICHUNGWA, who said that there comes a time where some chairmen of some committees will have to be impeached.
It was a season of impeachment.
Now ICHUNGWA was basically trying to react to the fact that Nyoro had been skipping House sessions. Nyoro had been skipping most of those National Assembly sessions. So because ICHUNGWA is the majority leader, there was a need for him to intervene. So he intervened, but his intervention was a bit shocking because he called for impeachment of some leaders. And in this channel, ladies and gentlemen, we figured that the person that ICHUNGWA was trying to target was Nyoro. So today, Nyoro appeared in the Senate and gave a statement which was a bit shocking, because in the statement that Nyoro gave, it's as if the government has not been paying certain groups of people, certain employees, and that was an embarrassment to this government.
We should not be having arrears. We agree our county staff have not been paid for months. They must be paid. We agree on the funding of county government, even with additional resources. We set that aside. We are not debating on that.
I want to take you to that clip where Nyoro is making his submission in Parliament. I think personally, ICHUNGWA never expected that was a statement that Nyoro was going to deliver. But either way, Nyoro delivered it because ICHUNGWA asked for it. So before we further analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to just go below and like this video. It's so important if you like this video, because that is the only way YouTube shares our content. Subscribe to our channel to enable this channel grow. Thanks so much for all of you who have been supporting this channel. To me, this statement was some kind of a reaction, because in Nyoro's submissions, maybe he was trying to expose the government, especially on the issue of funds, because if he goes to an extent of saying that, and I'm going to share this video, you just see it shortly, but if Nyoro talks about payments not being made, personally naona kama alikuwa anajaribu kuexpose hii serikali indirectly. If you look at the facial expression and the way he was delivering that message, mimi naona kama alikuwa na expose Kenya Kwanza government kwamba priority hawajapeana kwa kulipa watu, na mimi naona kwanza, hebu sikiza hii video.
One, we have agreed county government needs more money. That is not debatable. We have agreed our community health promoters needs to be paid. That is not debatable. In fact, we should not be having arrears. We agree our county staff have not been paid for months. They must be paid. We agree on the funding of county government, even with additional resources. We set that aside. We are not debating on that. But what I want us to engage our mind in is, if we are made, for example, in this mediation, our recommendation is that we move from 380 to even 410. I want us to apply our mind on that. This year has been unprecedented. So the argument of the National Assembly was this: if we allocate 400 billion to county governments, and our revenue projection, because we did with projections in the budget, was 2.5 trillion. Suppose there is a year that is as unprecedented as this one, and we have a shortfall of 1 trillion in revenues. We have a shortfall of 500 billion beyond what we have always thought can be, or the limit. So our argument was, supposing that came and we have a shortfall of 700 billion. So Honorable Sifuna, what does that mean? We will have carryovers. Honorable members, this issue of carryovers is actually an under budgeting. That's what we must know. Why? The county governments were to get 385 billion shillings. They got 355 by the close of the financial year. And you know, government is continuous, it's a revolving door. So any money you get after the closure of the period, that is money that you are expending on the next financial year. It becomes even difficult if that perpetuates. If we have a shortfall this financial year and we have carryovers of 50 billion, if we have a perpetual 30 billion or 50 billion, we carry as carryovers. Honorable members, let's not lie to ourselves. It basically means the allocation for revenue for our county governments is the figure in the budget. There's the carryovers. That is the truth. Honorable Dr. Chikati, please.
Now, from that video, NDINDI Nyoro is indirectly telling us that things are not going as expected. If he can go to an extent of saying that bills are not being paid, people are not being paid, that is exposing the Kenya Kwanza government indirectly. Earlier on, this would not have happened. You know, that is before the removal of Rigathi Gachagua. This kind of statement would not have come out. You know, initially, NDINDI Nyoro would defend the government over the wrongdoings, over the mishappenings. But you see now, he has decided to lift the lid and call the spade a spade. You know, sometimes people call spade a big spoon, but this time around, NDINDI Nyoro is saying that hizo enzi ambazo ilikuwa tuna protect serikali, hizo enzi zimeisha. Yani, in other words, kufa gari, kufa dereva. You know, if I remember last year, every time there was this kind of sermon, NDINDI Nyoro would comfortably protect the government over mistakes ndogo ndogo. Lakini now that Kimani Ichung'wah was bold and going to an extent of calling out other chairs that should be impeached, I think this could have been the reason why NDINDI Nyoro surfaced haraka. You know, yesterday when I posted a video on the statement regarding Kimani Ichung'wah's take on chairmen who don't attend National Assembly sittings, someone advised NDINDI Nyoro to resign. Someone advised NDINDI Nyoro to resign because this government is full of mistakes. That the longer he stays in the government, the more he finds himself on the wrong side also. And his politics or political future might be affected the more he stays in the government. So that's the advice that was given out, is that NDINDI Nyoro should just resign na asingoje kuwa impeached. Manake kama Ichung'wah alishaongelea lile swala vile, definitely Kimani Ichung'wah will actualize that plan. Because either Kimani Ichung'wah wants to replace NDINDI Nyoro with a friendly leader, ama Kimani Ichung'wah looks at NDINDI Nyoro as a threat. Now, if Kimani Ichung'wah could convince other members of parliament to impeach Gachagua, kwani NDINDI Nyoro tamshinda. So that's why someone advised NDINDI Nyoro to aachane na hiyo serikali, a resign, abaki tu mbunge ambaye ana serve ile area yake ya Kiharu constituency. Wajua NDINDI Nyoro kwa area yake, I think he was voted as the best member of parliament. I think I saw something of that sort. He was voted the best, I think. Sometimes back, there's a poll that gave NDINDI Nyoro one of the best, as the best performing member of parliament. His people love him. So because of that reason, I think NDINDI Nyoro is one of those leaders in Mount Kenya that survive. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of this statement that NDINDI Nyoro released during the Senate sermon? You know, this was a reacting to the request by Kimani Ichung'wah, the request that had a threat of impeachment. What do you make of that submission and the way the details were given out there? I want you to go below in the comment section and you can offer a reaction on that video. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, please take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.